Hello, Aquarius, and welcome in. Today we'll be doing the card reading for the first half of August, and we'll be taking a look at your career and job perspective, love and relationships, and then your life path and mission. And before we get started, there's a couple big things that are happening in the first part of August. On August 1st, we're actually having the Sturgeon full moon, and so that's the big supermoon, and it's in Aquarius, so it's in your sign, and that is the first of the two full moons in August. So there's going to be another one at the end of the month, and this one's really about expressing original thoughts and ideas, even when it's maybe an unpopular opinion. So it's really about speaking your truth. The next thing we have coming up is the Lionsgate portal, and that's going to peak on August 8th. So the portal has already started to open. It started on a couple days ago, and then it will close on the 12th, but it peaks on the 8th. So we have those things going on, and that's about kind of creativity and manifesting new ideas and aspirations. So this is a really good time to work on your manifesting. So those are kind of, I'll call it some positive, like push energies, but then some of the more draining energies that are happening right now too. There are 4 planets in retrograde. We have Venus, Neptune, Pluto, and Saturn in retrograde, and also Chiron is in retrograde. So those are a few things that are happening, and we'll kind of touch on those as we go through a little bit of the card reading. But let's see what messages universe, spirit, or God has in store for you for the first half of the month. All right. So this is on the career side of things. In the recent past, we have Page of Swords, the Magician in reverse, and then the Three of Cups. So your Page of Swords energy, that's that kind of planning and curiosity. There is a sense of patience that goes with it. So it looks like maybe you're starting to think about new things from a job perspective, either new ideas in your existing job, maybe considering a new field or career, but you're not moving quickly on it, but you're starting to get some of those ideas. But where you are right now is it's kind of like a lack of planning, and the Magician in reverse is also maybe some wasted talents, or maybe being manipulated a little bit. Sorry about that. So it looks like you've been thinking about it, but maybe, who knows, maybe somebody at work is getting the sense of, oh, are you looking at something else? So they're trying to manipulate the situation for you a little bit. But the likely outcome or the near future for you is this Three of Cups energy, which is really like a celebration type of energy and friendship and community. And so it looks like things are going in the right direction. So even if there's a little bit of stagnancy right now, in terms of the lack of planning, it looks like it is going in the right direction. So what you have been doing from a planning perspective here, it's definitely going to be paying off. It's just a matter of kind of getting over that little bit of the hump in the middle, so to speak. And that kind of goes with some of maybe that Saturn retrograde thinking about how can we attain our goals and what should we be investing our energy in. So it looks like that's going in a positive direction for you, Aquarius. Now let's take a look at what's happening with relationships and love. See what's going on there. All right. We have our Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, and Knight of Cups. So your Page of Wands energy, there has been a lot of happiness and excitement and optimism from a relationships standpoint. So that's where you have been, and you're still sitting in this position of kindness and caring and compassion. And what's coming in next for you is this Knight of Cups is kind of about, I guess, like negotiations and diplomacy, but it looks like this is all favorable. So if there are any struggles that are coming up, it looks like you'll be handling them, with kind of that negotiation style as opposed to being confrontational. This is like good, positive negotiation. So in terms of the energy with some of the retrogrades, Venus is in retrograde right now, and that's sometimes kind of a make it or break it type of energy for relationships. It really pushes them. And this is a beautiful progression here that it looks like if you are being pushed during this Venus retrograde, you're handling it very well. You're negotiating, you're talking, you're communicating openly, and that it looks like it's going in that nice positive direction. So sometimes the retrogrades can be hard if people are trying to work on healing and things like that, but it looks like you're doing very well through that. Now let's take a look at what's going on with your mission or life path and see what messages come through there. All right. So we've got the Three of Swords, sorry to say Three of Hearts, Justice, and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this, the Three of Hearts energy, Three of Swords energy, sometimes that's about like disillusion or kind of some sorrow. So if you'd been trying to think about what is your life path, what is your mission, maybe you've been struggling with that lately, trying to figure out what that is. Or maybe it just hasn't really gotten a whole lot of attention because it looks like things are good relationship wise. You've been thinking about some career moves, and those are going in a good direction as well. But where you're currently sitting in terms of that life path, this justice energy, this is really about harmony and equality and balance. So you are feeling very balanced. So even if in the past you've had some sorrow or issues trying to find your life path, or feeling like, oh, I went on a path and that's not the path that I was supposed to be on, you are sitting in a very balanced energy right now. But it looks like there might be a little bit in the future. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse is kind of about selfishness and envy. And so you could be moving in that direction if you have been getting frustrated, or if you were frustrated in the past about not really knowing what your path was, or trying something and it didn't work, that you could be a little bit in that place of, so-and-so they figured out their life path. Why can't I figure out mine? And also just that energy of, these other things are going really well in my life. Why is this part? Why do I still feel like I'm not knowing what my path is? So sometimes that sort of energy is tough to navigate through if other things are going well and something is out of balance, trying to work through that. But make sure, especially as you're going in like with the Lionsgate portal, and that's about manifesting new ideas, that's a really strong time to manifest, but make sure you're manifesting from a position of gratitude. So it looks like things are going well in these areas. Make sure that you don't let frustrations with, what is my path, kind of bleed over into the other areas that are doing really well. So focusing on the positives there. And some of it too. So Neptune is one of the planets that's in retrograde. And when that happens, that's kind of about stripping away your self-defeating beliefs or those delusions and kind of looking beyond the fantasies. But if you've been in a place where maybe you've had some fantasies about, oh, this was my path, and then it didn't work out, this is about kind of stripping away some of those self-limiting beliefs as well. So let's take a look at your Gaia card. Rising above, clarity, freedom, and solution. So since this is the path that you're struggling on more so than these other two, it's some of it is rising above some of these frustrations that you may be having about trying to find the path. And sometimes trying to find the answer is what's keeping you from the answer. So a matter of just being present in the moment and going with the flow and seeing where that goes. All right, let's see your light worker card. Ladies, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So if you were having trouble finding out what your mission is, or feeling like, am I really on my mission? Since there is a a double mission there for you. It could be that you have more than one thing. So maybe that's been causing you some confusion. Is it supposed to be this or is it supposed to be this? Well, maybe it's supposed to be both. But you're definitely a beacon of light in terms of, channeling and uplifting people. So overall, though, very good positive energy for you, Aquarius, for the first half of the month. And let's take a look at our romance card. You deserve love. You are lovable. And so if you're looking at this in terms of if you have been having some struggles and you've been working on that diplomacy or negotiations, keeping in mind that you are lovable, and it definitely feels like a very balanced energy, that you are remembering, that healthy level of selfishness, of making sure that your needs are being met, and not to the detriment of other people, but making sure that you're not totally losing yourself into the other person. So you deserve your love too, and it looks like you are moving in that good path of kind of fighting for that, and advocating for yourself. So overall, definitely a very positive message for you for the first half of August. In about a week, I'll be doing another twin flame reading. So if that's something that resonates with you, feel free to check that out. If you hit the subscribe button and the notifications, then you'll get that notice once that video has posted. And then I'll be doing readings as well for the second half of the month for each of the zodiac signs. But until then, I'll be doing the daily card pulls that have the one major arcana and then 3 oracle cards as well for the day, just to give you a quick little boost, I guess, of what to either look for in the day ahead or kind of what's to come, and give you some advice on how to navigate that. And as always, with this reading, take only what resonates and leave the rest, and share this information with anybody else that you think this might be helpful for. And until next time, I wish you joy and peace along your journey. Bye-bye.